and Maroochydore in that Aussie final. They'll be looking to start the summer the right way here in the three-man Taplin. Board, swim, ski, the same order. The final event off and away. Jackson Maynard flies in. James Lacey right next to him. This is the one they all want, Jack, the one that means the most to them. And a little wave, so the surf's starting to pick up just in time for our Aussie Bodies Taplin final.
Well, it looked like Dan Raywood and Cam Cole had the best of that start. Josh just over that little wave. Now Isaac Costello looks to have gone to the front, the laydown paddler from Redhead.
Redhead, such an improved Taplin relay performance in the last 2 years. They've been not only contenders, they've gone within a whisker of winning the title both times. They're going to win one eventually. They've got a young team with some older heads in there, the likes of Pete Scott, not here today, but he will show up in the Summer of Surf, that's for sure. And have a look at Will Budd at the top of your screen, flying out, really putting in a great performance as Max Brooks paddling for the defending champions.
Well, Josh, there's been a big omission from the Redhead Club this year. Stuart McLaughlin has actually made the move to Manly. He was the three-time Australian board champion. He's now up and left his Nipper club to join Manly and probably look to try and win a Taplin relay there.
Manly will have a very strong Taplin relay, as Redhead will. So there's opportunity for the board paddlers at the Newcastle club there as they head around. Jackson Maynard for the Currumbin club. Speaking of paddlers who've stayed at clubs their entire life, he's a great Currumbin Viking and he's leading them around in the Taplin from Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Tannen Linden, but it is Currumbin, Alex, North Cronulla there. James Lacey trying to get things going for Mermaid. They won the board relay at the Aussie titles. He was a big part of that, so they'll be looking for big things here. On the inside, Max Brooks really takes the short line for the Newport Club. Blue board, yellow cap, as does Bo Wheeler, red board, white and maroon cap. But here's Brooks trying his best on his stomach. Not many of the guys up. They've raced a lot of times today. They're really, really fatigued at this point and on the front and going away from the rest of the field. It's Will Budd, Cam Cole, as Jackson Maynard tries to hold on.
Yeah, Maynard's just dropped back onto the tail of Cole, and it looks like Budd and Cole are really starting to push that pace up the front. They know if they can get themselves into the wave zone, Josh, they'll have the first opportunity and get a good little lift out of this little bubble that's coming through.
Oh, Brooks blowing up, but I can say from experience, Cam Cole is one of the best team paddlers in surf life saving. No doubt about it at all. You put him in a team and he takes 2 steps up from where he normally paddles. He's that kind of guy. Means a lot to him and he's done the job here. Will Budd, he's just a great board paddler. He's going to come in on the front few every time, and look at him fire up here. They'll get up and start going up around the flag. Will Budd's got it on him at the moment, but Cam Cole, he's a wily little one, sneaks on the inside there as they really put the pressure down. North Cronulla from Alexandra Headlands. Mermaid Beach around in third. A great performance from Lacey there. Brad Doohan flies in for Alexandra Headland into the swim leg now. Isaac Costello around, Maynard around, all of them thick and fast. Ray Ward from Kurrawa, he's in the mix as well. So the boys out. It looks like Doohan, he'll lead from Alexandra Headland. North Cronulla tight on his hip, and it's Mermaid chasing hard in third place, and then there's a big gap back to the rest of the field, Jack. We've had 3 that have cleared out here.
Well, Hamish Chapman from Mermaid, Josh, currently sitting in third place, is a very handy swimmer, and he is coming up very quick on the 2 boys in front. We can see that gap closing. Every stroke he takes, he is reeling them back in.
The Tasmanian made the move to the Gold Coast, and isn't it paying off? Have a look at the swim on him. He's closed the gap. He'll go straight past them and put 50 metres at this rate. Have a look at this performance here. The kid from Devonport is really putting in a huge swim at the moment. It's a great story, Jack. He was written off a couple of years ago, had kidney problems. The doctors said he wouldn't come back from it. Look at him now. He's back in the club cap there at Mermaid, doing a great job under Mike Janes, and he's putting in one of the swim performances, one of the best swim performances we've seen in the Summer of Surf Taplin relay.
Well, he swum himself back up onto the boys, but he hasn't gone on with it. He's probably trying to conserve some energy. He went out very hard. He's taken the inside lane, and we see Brad Doohan just jump across on the boy from North Cronulla there to get on the feet of Chapman to get himself a tow back to the beach.
Well, if anyone knows surf life saving, it's Brad Doohan. He was the champion lifesaver at the Australian titles, the 2-time champion lifesaver. Sorry, excuse me. If you don't understand what that is, he's the best in the country. If you want someone to come out and rescue you, this is the bloke for you. And if you want somebody to swim the Taplin relay, it looks like Hamish Chapman's your man, because he's gone to the front and he's trying to go away. Doohan holding on. North Cronulla there just in the mix in third. And then there's a big, big gap back to the rest of the field. If Mermaid Alex and North Cronulla can jump onto the ski with this kind of lead, they're going to win this. But it looks like still Dan Collins from Redhead, he's chasing hard the front pack.
Well, Dan Collins is a very, very, very good swimmer, Josh. You know that if anyone's going to pick these boys off up in front, Dan Collins will. But Chapman is doing the job out in front. He's gone to work. He's gone past North Cronulla. He's gone past Alex. And now he's taken the lead to give his boys the chance at taking this first title.
You give everything in a Taplin relay. You give it for your club. You give it for your teammates. And you swim until you can't swim anymore. And look at Shannon Eckstein. That's what he's doing. Trying to get Northcliffe back into the mix of things. But on the front, still Mermaid from Alex, North Cronulla there, and Redhead as a little wave starts to lift. Is this going to shake things up? It'll just fill up ever so slightly for the back markers, and it'll fill up again for Chapman, who does well. He's extended the gap there, so the best possible outcome for him, and it's up onto the feet, dolphin diving, and they're into the final leg.
Well, Chapman is on this little wave, Josh, and that'll give him a little bit of a breather and a gap, a buffer on Brad Doohan from Alex. So Chapman's taken a lead. He's probably got 20 or 30 metres now as he comes up around that first turning point.
Look at the big Tasmanian flies up and around there as he heads down to tag off to his final competitor. This is it, the final leg of the final race of round one of Summer of Surf. Right here at Alexandra Headlands, a Mermaid Beacher in the lead. One to go, they'll tag Alexandra Headland. It has Jamo Porter, and he just cops a little wave on the stomach there. Off and away for Porter. We knew he had a big start, so he'll look to close the gap almost immediately. I don't know if he can do it if he leaves it too late.
Well, Simon Murphy from Mermaid, Josh, is another good ski paddler as well. Jamo Porter's got a lot of work to do, but he is one guy who can close this gap, and he is taking it to Murphy at this stage.
Bevilacqua in for Kurrawa. Looks like Matt Poole did the swim for them. Bevilacqua will be the final ski paddler. Redhead still in the mix. There's Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park as well. Northcliffe are there, but it's a race in two at the moment. Murphy, the Tasmanian. So there's two Tasmanians in this Mermaid Beach team, and they're doing a great job here. Porter on his home beach. They'll be looking for a win. The women's team ended up second, just couldn't get the job done. Let's see if they can do it here up against Mermaid. It's a race in two, and Bevilacqua's dragged Kurrawa up into third place. It's been a huge day for the other Tasmanian in the field.
Yeah, Bevilacqua has had a massive day. He's racing very well, Josh, and he's racing on confidence. And we know that confidence makes a big difference in these guys, particularly Bevilacqua. He was a guy from Tasmania who probably didn't have a whole lot of self-belief. He had a really good season last year, and now have a look at him. He's closed the 20 or 30 metre gap that Jamo Porter and Simon Murphy had out in the lead.
If he's not the second best Ironman in the country behind Shannon Eckstein at the moment, then I'm not here, that's for sure. But back to the race at the front. Porter, eyes off his competition, knows he's only half a ski length behind, but half a ski length in these conditions is way, way too much, because these waves, they're popping up here, there and everywhere and making a difference. Bevilacqua looks calm and collected. He knows how to finish a race off like this. Takes a quick look around. It looks like Kurrawa there in fourth place, Redhead in third, Alex in second, and Mermaid Beach in the lead, and he's going away. Murphy, Bevilacqua comes up alongside Porter. So these two, I don't know if they've given up, but they're just content to be on a wave here, and it's a race in three. They'll all end up on the same wave. Bevilacqua, Murphy, Porter. It's Kurrawa, it's Mermaid, it's Alex, and the sprint's on. Here we go, up and away. It looks like, oh, Murphy's the first one up. Bevilacqua gets a little trip. Porter might be out of it at this point. He's up and around. Mermaid, he's up and around Kurrawa. They're going to go for the line here. He passes the flag out of the way. Mike James is celebrating in the background because Mermaid have picked off round one of the Aussie Bodies Taplin Relay Final, and what a way to do it. The Tasmanians combined with James Lacey there to pick up the win. James Porter can only shake his head. He knows he didn't get the job done there for his team, but Simon Murphy, he's a very, very happy man. Blue cap, red and white stripe reigns supreme here in round one. Kurrawa finished second, Alex in third. Redhead will live to fight another day. North Cronulla, Jacob Clear for Burleigh did a great job. We had further down the line, North Burleigh, Manly, Newport, Noosa A, Northcliffe, and Alexandra Headland B rounds out our 14-team field.
Yeah, no, I just knew I had to do my best for the team, and came in third there and gave Hamish a bit of a chance in the swim, so yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah, I was really happy with that. I ran in as hard as I could, jump on the people in front's feet, but it just ended up going around them. So
yeah, that flat water's a real killer. saw these boys come through in first, and I thought, got a big paddle ahead, but yeah, we got it done. It's really good.
Oh, he did get it done, that's for sure.